It's been some time since a Sony phone was hailed for design, and it will likely stay like that until 2018. Sony has been reusing the same design theme for the past 4 years, and nothing's different with the Xperia XZ1. The smartphone trend of the year is the bezel-less design. It's where the edges flanking the screen are as small as possible for a truly immersive experience, such as the Galaxy Note 8, the LG V30, and the iPhone X. You end up getting a larger screen, in a smaller frame. You won't find an edge-to-edge display here, as Sony is sticking with a somewhat large forehead and chin on this device. The result looks dated. Like other Sony phones, the XZ1 sports a sharp rectangular design. It's different from other phones on the market that opt for rounded corners and an overall softer look. The back is incredibly minimal, which we like. The camera sits on the top left corner with a slight bump, and the Xperia logo is in the middle. The left edge of the phone is where you'll find the SIM and micro SD card slot, which is a little finicky. Ours eventually broke on the Xperia XZ Premium, so we imagine the one on the XZ1 will be just as fragile. The good thing is you don't need a SIM card removal tool, just a long fingernail that can dig in. On the right is the power button, volume rocker, and a camera button. We always like to see dedicated shutter buttons, and wish more manufacturers added them in. On the XZ1, you can immediately launch the camera by pressing the button and use it to capture photos and videos. The power button is indented, it doesn't stick out like traditional buttons. On the top, you might be pleased to know there's a headphone jack. You may have noticed something missing. There's no fingerprint sensor. Sony has long claimed the reason it doesn't have a fingerprint sensor is a business decision. It's puzzling, because you can find the sensor on the international models of these Xperia phones. The lack of a fingerprint sensor is inconvenient, especially since you can use it to unlock banking and other security-sensitive apps. You'll have to stick with a pin or swipe pattern here. We do like the XZ1's design. The back is minimal and attractive, but the front looks dated due to the chunky edges around the screen. If you're looking for something new in Sony design, wait until next year. The company confirmed we can expect to see a visual refresh in 2018, and hopefully it includes a fingerprint sensor. Top-tier performance. You'll hardly have any issues with the Sony Xperia XZ1's performance. It's responsive and snappy, apps load quickly, and we didn't have problems when multitasking. It was able to handle graphic-intensive games, like Asphalt 8, extremely well, and the only stutter we saw was when it tried to load an ad in the game's menu. The smooth performance is all thanks to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor,